Problems and challenges faced by the nurse administrator. First problem is lack of adequate training. Problem of personnel management. Inadequate number of nursing staff. Shortage of trained manpower. Lack of motivation. No involvement in planning. I suppose all these points you understand. These are simple terms. Poor role model, no research scope, professional risk hazards, no autonomy in nursing activities. There can be also day-to-day problems in nursing services. First one is, as you have experienced in the wards, shortage of nurses, lack of motivation, negative attitudes, lack of training, lack of team approach, inactive participation of the program, lack of interpersonal relationship, less involvement in patient care by nursing supervisors, lack of supervision. Next important point that we have to discuss is organizing patient care. Definition of patient care. The services rendered by members of the health profession and non-professionals under their supervision for the benefit of the patient. So you understand the definition of patient care. It's all for the benefit of the patient. Now you have a very important topic which is there in your syllabus, that is patient classification systems. PCS, which quantifies the quality of the nursing care, is essential to the staffing units of hospital and nursing homes. In selecting or implementing a PCS, a representative committee of nurse manager can include a representative of hospital administration. The primary aim of PCS is to be able to respond to constant variation in the care of the needs of the patients. So we need to classify the patients in order to, because the care for each patient is different. Characteristics. Differentiate intensity of care among definite classes. Measure and quantify care to develop a management engineering standard. Match nursing resources to patient care requirement. Relate to time and effort spent on the associated activity. Be economical and convenient to report and use. Be mutually exclusive, continuing new item under more than one unit. Be open to audit. Be understood by those who plan, schedule and control the work. Be individually standardized as to the procedure needed for accomplishment. Separate requirement for registered nurse from those of other staff. The purposes of this system is, it will establish a unit of measure for nursing, program costing and formulation of the nursing budget, tracking changes in patient care needs, determining the values of the productivity equations, determine the quality. There are various leadership roles and management functions associated with organizing patient care. Leadership roles. Evaluate the effectiveness of the organizational structure, determines adequacy of resources and support, examines the human element, inspires a work group towards a team effort, inspires subordinates to achieve higher, ensures that chosen nursing care delivery models advance the practice of professional nursing. So while you are organizing the patient care, the administration who are in charge of the things have to take leadership roles. So what are these leadership roles? That is what we have just seen here. So what are the management functions? Examines the philosophy, select nursing delivery system, use scientific research and current literature, uses patient care delivery system that maximizes human and physical resources as well as time, ensure that non-professional staff are appropriately trained and supervised. Organizes work activities to attain organizational goals, groups activities in a manner that facilitates communication and coordination, organizes work so that it is cost effective possible, makes changes in the work design, clearly delineate criteria to be used for differentiated practice roles.